Hi everyone, Jason with Happy Tales here, and like we talked about on the last couple of videos, we've been mooch docking. And although that is an awesome thing to do and it's a lot of fun, you're close to family and friends, and there are a couple little hiccups along the way that kind of go along with that. Usually it's power, but we are fortunate enough to where we're at, we actually have a dedicated 50 amp plug, so that's awesome. Our hiccup was that guy right there, and that is our waste. So what we have to do is we have to run a Macerator, and I'll grab this from Beth real quick and I'll kind of show you guys. Don't worry, yes, it's wet, but that was water. This is our fresh line. We use that to kind of spray everything off, but we use a I think it's called a Sprance. Yeah, it does 12 gallons a minute, and the cool thing about this one is it lifts at 10 feet. So it'll lift 10 feet worth of pushing, and that helps because what we have to do is we pull this out and then it runs back and then it goes up a window and then it goes into the kitchen sink, and then, well, not in the sink, but we're down underneath the sink and we're running into the sewer that route. So it helps having a lift station basically. Now inside a Macerator, it basically looks like a garbage disposal. It has 4 fins that spin around really fast, and it just propulses that water and that wastewater on out. Basically, but remember, you're going from a 3-inch line down to 3/4 inch line or 5/8 depending on what hose you use. So it does take a little bit. So that's why it's nice to have a higher GPM, gallons per minute, pump than it is to have a smaller one. And basically, when we started this, we hooked up directly to our 45 here, and that wasn't working. We found that this little, it's probably a 3-foot hose, if that guy really helps. That guy really helps get the water out and come back out. I'm not sure why, and if anybody knows, please enlighten us so that I can educate others. But when we were rigid mount here, it just didn't work. It wouldn't move the water at all, and everything backed up. So we just used our little 3-foot hose here that we use for our honey pot, and it works perfect. It evacuates all that water right out of the fifth wheel and right down the pump and right to the business end. So that's what we use, a Macerator. One keynote is we did have to buy an extension cable off of Amazon. I'll link that as well in the description, because we run off of our batteries for this pump, and it runs alligator wires, and it just wasn't long enough. It was only about, I think, 6 feet, and we had to go all the way to the front of the compartment. And I know, like, if we had our Solitude still, that was all the way in the back, so we would really need these extension cables. So we bought a 10-foot extension cable power just so that we can run that guy. The other nice thing is it does have an on-off switch here on this, so you can turn it on and off. Again, Beth and I use these guys religiously. We'll link those as well. She's on one end, I'm on the other. We're just kind of monitoring, making sure we don't have any leaks and any really bad catastrophe. So we use these to communicate. That way, if there is a leak, she can tell me right away. I can shut everything down like that instead of trying to run back out, grab it, and then having just, a bad day. But that's what we use when we mooch dock, is a Macerator. The other nice thing about a Macerator is that if you're at a spot that has 0 hookups or they have no sewer, you can leave, like we do, we leave our honey pot in the back of the pickup, and then this guy will lift it right up into the pickup, and then we can just dump from the pickup into a drain spot, wherever that might be, if we have to drive somewhere, and then we have gravity coming out of the pickup down to the drain. So that's another nice thing worth having one of these guys for. So that's what we have. If you guys have any questions, let us know. And if you like these type of videos, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and we let a video out just about every Tuesday. So see you guys. Have a great week, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.